Okay, we are ready. So, Katie, um, let, take a couple of takeaways, maybe aha moments that you had. Take about, a few minutes, 5 minutes or so, and tell us.
Well, um, I'd say the first day that we got there, I was excited, but I was overwhelmed, soaking it all in because, yes, I come as a guest, but it made me realize that I wanted to actually earn it. Um, it was like that kind of hit me hard the first day. I was kind of like back and forth, like, all right, be positive about this. And then I went like the speakers, well, like who Carrie, her message was really good. Like it really like there's things that she said that I was like, oh my gosh, I need to be doing this. Oh my gosh. It was just like building belief in not like one of the things that she said was, or I've heard it before too, it was about like being a leader, that not everybody's a born leader, but you can learn to be a good leader. And I kind of feel like I could relate to that. And then, I mean, there was like many things that I took away from her message. But then another thing, we ran into Kendra Randolph after the 5K, and just, I know Mama and Sammy had talked to her and had been following her for a while, but I hadn't really like seen her or followed her, but after talking, like hearing her talk and hearing some of her story and what she shared with us, like I feel like that really spoke to me, because a major thing was for her has been personal growth, and I kind of feel like I could relate there, because I feel like that over the past 3 years, like a huge thing that's been a part of my journey has been personal growth.
Any aha moments that, hit you?
Like what you and I talked about going down the road?
Well, no, I mean, you can share whatever you want. Did you have an aha moment that, okay, I am here and I know where I want to go? You want to think about it?
Yeah, let me think about it.
Okay. Sammy, before we get into training and all that stuff, we're both itching to talk about, rank up in Super Saturday. So how about some takeaways and some aha moments?
I mean, there was so much that really stuck out to me. I'm going to pull this close to me in case this thing's like making this fishy sound or whatever. There were so many things that I heard that when I tell y'all she stepped all over my toes, I don't think I had any toes left. Like, she dug them boots down into my toes. To the point that it made me kind of emotional on a level that, I have kind of self-sabotaged myself over the past 3 years. And, I wasn't a born leader, I guess, but I've really grown into being more of a leader. If you knew me 3 years ago, you wouldn't think I was leadership material at that point. But what really hit me was, I'm looking at my notes because I took some notes here, but give me just a second. I'm looking. I took so many notes when that woman was talking, because I promise you, it was ridiculous. She said that you're a leader when you model the appropriate action. You choose your spouse. You have more in control than you say you do. And that we are just like Celeste Quinn. The only thing that's different between her and us is the fact that she changed her DNA, which we'll talk about, but she changed her DNA. She stopped wandering. She had no more excuses. She was willing to make that change. And, when she said, are you ready for metamorphosis? Are you willing to change your DNA? I was like, holy crap. Yeah, I'm ready to change my DNA. Go ahead. Turn me into a butterfly.
And they're not going to
It
understand
was
what
just
we're talking about the DNA. So do you want to stop there and explain what we're talking about the DNA?
sure. Okay. So leadership DNA, all right? We're all born, she said, we're all born as a builder's model. You can choose whether you like the model that you live in. You can move or you can remodel. Okay, we're not a tree. We're not stuck. We can defy the deny. And like Katie was saying, you don't have to be born with that leadership DNA. So stop it. Stop self-sabotaging yourself because you don't feel like you're capable of being a leader. Everything else is circumstantial. You get to decide what happens from this day forward. So stop letting everything else control you. Take that ownership, responsibility, and action. So she talked about leadership DNA, and DNA stands for destination, narrative, and action. Yeah. So the D, she said that you have to have desire and drive, but you also have to have desperation, but you have to be able to create it for yourself. It's not enough for you to say, oh, I need extra money. That's not enough. You have to know why you're doing what you're doing. What is the impact that you want to have? And until you absolutely 100% mean it and know where you're going, then you're going to be toxic to your own business. You're going to have those excuses. Your business will not grow. If your destination is clear, then the vehicle doesn't matter. But until your destination changes, you'll be frustrated and wandering. So you have to get clear on your destination. You're not a leader without a destination. And she talked briefly about getting in with your shareholders, which is like your friends, your family, anyone who's kind of in this gig with you, and you guys, she said to stop working as if you're on an island, which really hit home with me because so often I take on my business, and I don't share so much with Cody, but I'm not an island, we're a team. So that was the D. The N was for narrative, and she said, and this is what really hit home for me, she said, what are you running your mouth about? And if y'all can catch a video of Carrie Wilkerson on YouTube, you're going to benefit from it. You just need to watch it. She's hilarious. She says, what are you saying to yourself, to your team, to your customers? You're creating your own narrative. You choose whether it's positive or negative, whether it's upline holding or disregarded. You guys need to stop shoulding, and that's SHOULD, shoulding all over yourself. That's crazy. Sounded like she said something else. She said, stop it. She said, stop it a lot. She said, stop with the excuses and the blame. Own it. She talked about some things specifically that hit home for me. She said, don't blame the struggle with your weight. Nobody's in charge but me. You do your own grocery shopping. You're in charge of your own fork. There's all these different things in our lives that are wiring, we're all addictive. We have an addictive lifestyle, and she said you have to avoid the things that you're addicted to. Okay. Then she talked about the DNA of the caterpillar, which is where that whole metamorphosis stuff comes in.
All right,
and
can
she
I
said,
take that one? Can I take that one?
Yep.
Because I'm more
You
your
can.
storyteller.
Yep, you can.
All right. So imagine that when the caterpillars come out, right? They come out and they're crawling around. Now, what do they do before they become a butterfly? Where do they go?
In a cocoon.
In the cocoon. And do you know what happens in the cocoon?
I do now.
You build yourself?
They get in. And I didn't know this, so I want to explain it. And yeah, Sammy, I'm going to come back to you, but I wanted to take this. You know me, I'm the storyteller. So what she says is when the caterpillars, they go into the cocoon and they're in there, they actually break down and decompose. And they become this murky, irky mess. Now, I never knew that. Did you? I didn't realize that they broke down and decomposed in that cocoon nest. And so they have to do that before they can come out as what? that beautiful butterfly, right? And so what she was saying is that we have to be willing to break down and decompose ourselves, and before we can come out as the butterfly and be ordained like we should. We have to emerge on that other side as the leader. And it was funny, Angie, that when you posted today that my goal is the same, my date just changed, because what she said was is that your destination, the D in DNA, doesn't change. Your plan may change, but your destination never does. And so when you said that, I thought, you know what? Angie knows where her destination is. She just got to change the date a little bit. But here's what I caught, Sammy, and I don't know if you caught this. The DNA of a pile of rags and the DNA of an heirloom quilt is the same. Okay? You have a pile of rags and the heirloom quilt. What is the difference between the rags and the heirloom quilt? Anybody know? Take a guess.
What you did with the thread.
What you did with your thread, right? Because the thread in an heirloom quilt is intricately woven in and made something, whereas rags, they're just quilted, on the side so that you use them. But the DNA is the same. It's just how you used it. So your destination, your narrative, your action, we all have that same DNA. It's how we want to choose how to come out of that murkiness and become that heirloom quilt. It's how we use that thread. Are y'all understanding that?
Yeah.
Did that make sense? Kind of give you an idea? Anyway, go ahead, Sammy. I just wanted to add that. That's
fine. That's fine. She said, that's the thing, is that we all as ambassadors, and I can speak this personally, is that we want to avoid the breakdown. Like, the breakdown to us is failure. And she says that you can't avoid the breakdown, but you also can't unpack and live in the cocoon. So we all, as ambassadors, we all would love to wake up tomorrow and come out the other side as a Celeste Gwynn. But that's not the case. We cannot avoid the murky mess. And she said that some people create their own cocoons. And to be honest, I have gone through periods where I've probably created my own cocoons over the past 3 years. So she said declaring a destination is scary, and it can be, because honestly that means that you may be required to change in order to get there. So she goes on further into that and talks about action. So the A stands for action. Now, there's a few things here that kind of stepped on my toes a little bit. I like my planner, and I like to be extra prepared and all that stuff. Well, she says action doesn't mean buying a planner to schedule your business or being on everybody's Facebook group or on their team page to see how they're building their business. I am so guilty of that. Okay? She says, how about you guys go talk to some folks, get out of your yoga pants, and go face-to-face with somebody for the love of God. And I just about died when she said that. So she said that actions move the needle in your business.
Do we have to get ready for yoga pants?
Well, hey, if you can go meet people in your yoga pants, girl, I'm good with that. She said actions move the needle in your business. It's absolutely not dusting your desk. She even said that it wasn't emailing your team for encouragement. She said some of you, there's a time when that's necessary, but that's not your actionable stuff. She said, and some of you need to use your products and model behavior. And let me tell y'all, I saw a lot of that, and myself included, over the past few months. And I thought, okay, just go ahead. Here it is. She actually asked for permission if she could be really, really raw and honest, and she won't lie at all. She said it's like a car. So when you're out of alignment with your product, with your company's message, with your financial status or your money, she says you're going to sabotage your own business. So she said, cut some sugar, block those carbs, and get your butt back on your accelerator.
Yeah.
And she said, when you are in alignment, you can quit sharing everybody else's story and share your own, because you won't be afraid to talk to people. And she said, some of us struggle because you're out of alignment. You know what to do. It's the same process. It's contact, samples, follow-up, enrollment. Contact, samples, follow-up, enrollment. That's your IPA. She said, you do those things first. And what was it that she said? Yeah, it's those things that she said that were so important, and they should always be done first. And that was the end of my whole DNA notes.
Well, and to enhance on that, you know, where Katie and Bosemi said that you don't have to be born a leader. And she said you are a leader when you model DNA. So when you know your destination and you know your narrative and you do action, and when you are modeling the contact, samples, follow-up, enrollment, then your team will follow that. You know, I know we have team members and we can't get them to do anything, right? We can't get them to order. We can't get them to post. We can't get them to do whatever. Guess what? We're not going to get them to do anything. The only thing that we can do is work on ourselves and contact, sample, follow up, enrollment, and continually do that. And then your team will do what you do, right?
Yeah.
Angie, you know, and everyone on this call does exactly what their leaders do. Y'all see us going to events. Y'all go to events. You see us messaging people. You call us and say, what did you do when you messaged that person? What did you say? Right? Bunny, I know you tell me, hey, what do you say to this person? And I go, today, I said, say to this person this thing, right? So I can't expect for y'all to do something that I'm not willing to do. And so everything that I know that I say, do this, guess what? I've already done. And I may have failed at it and I may have got it wrong, but then I learned from it. And that's what I love about our business. And hitting on what Sammy said, you know what? All our DNA is the same. The difference from us and anyone else is what we choose to do with that DNA, that destination, that narrative, and that action. Did I miss anything, Sammy?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we just can't let those preconceived things, you know, this is where your belief in yourself is really going to come in. Your belief in the company is going to come in. You can't let what other people say about you or the things that you think about yourself, because your mind is so crucial in this process. You can't let those things determine who you are, who you're going to be. But I promise you, they will point you in the direction, so they need to be positive.
And she made a really good quote before we head to the other one. There are moments in your life that can change your relationships, businesses, health, and your life. And isn't that what we're in this business for?
Mm-hmm.
Is that kind of what you signed up to, change your health or to change your relationship or to change your financial status? Isn't that a reason why you signed up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask quick. Tell me something good you got out of that.
Me?
No, not you. Everybody else.
Or them? Okay.
But it's like I gotta get unmuted.
How simple it is. I mean, the way it's just broken down is to contact, sample, follow up, and that's really simple.
Mm-hmm.
Really simple.
Mm-hmm.
But to implement it daily, I fail.
And guess what? We do too, every day. But then guess what? Each day is a new day. Each day has a new destination. That's the good thing. You know, each day has a new destination.
And it's so easy. It's so easy for us to allow ourselves to self-sabotage here. You know, it's easy for us to overcomplicate such a very simple process. So we all do.
Oh, and we've done it. We've done it from day one. Overcomplicated things. If you haven't overcomplicated, then you just ain't been in it long enough. Because I mean, from the first day we overcomplicated it. Let's call that go up plexus. Anybody else get a takeaway from that maybe kind of hit you? Anybody else?
I think playing off of what Bunny said, just the how contact, sample, follow-up, enrollment, how just simple it's laid out. But like you said, I'm so guilty of overthinking it, and it really is just a matter of who talks to more people.
It is. It really is.
It's really that simple.
Yes, getting the most no's. And that's exactly what they said at convention. The difference between the emeralds, sapphires, and diamonds sitting on the floor to the rest of us that were sitting up top is they got the most no's. They talked to the most people. And that's what you're going to have to do. You got to get out and talk to people. Her book is called Barefoot Executive. Carrie Wilkerson.
Yeah, that is one I'd like to read.
So when we get to talking about personal growth and things like that, put that down as one of the books you'd like to read. And you know that's the name.
What was her name of the book, the author?
The author was Carrie, Carrie Wilkerson, Wilkerson, I think.
Okay. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. She also said to check out a author called Amy Komolski, Komalski.
Do that again, please. The name.
Amy Amy Komolski, Komalski.
What's the name of the book?
I don't know. She just mentioned her name and said check out some of her work. I don't know if she's got videos, YouTube videos, or what. I haven't looked.
Are you sure she's not talking about the diamond, Amy Kosmolsky? Because
That's what I was.
she mentioned a diamond at the beginning, and that was the girl that we met on the 5K, the blonde that was talking to David Strahan with us.
Yeah, but I'm saying
her daughter
got YouTube videos.
Oh, yeah. Her daughter, and for those of you that don't know Amy is a Diamond Ambassador, and her daughter is autistic, and that was her destination, was to be able to really make a change for her daughter and for all special needs kids. So she does some pretty phenomenal stuff, so definitely check her out on YouTube.
Yeah. And she also, I thought this was cool.
She's got Down syndrome.
Yeah. Down syndrome, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sweetest kid. I mean, she is just, Kaylee is awesome.
She said two things you might want to write down that I wrote down and I didn't hear Sammy. It says you are one fire starter away from a Kickstarter campaign. Thought that was kind of cool. And then she was referencing some movie, and I have no idea what movie it was, but this is how she came out. The word was, hello, I have this pink drink. I have bills to pay. They must die. And that's kind of how you have to look at your business. I got this pink drink. I got bills to pay. They must die. So I'm going to use this pink drink to make my bills. So that's kind of what she did. But I thought that was kind of cool. All right. Super Saturday. Because that comes in with the Rank Up Ambassador. Super Saturday is the very first Saturday in January. What's that date? The 7th?
The 7th, yeah, I think so.
January 7th. The closest one is Raleigh, North Carolina. And sales go on 11/3. Okay? It usually the last couple of years has run $19.99 or somewhere $20 to go. Now what we do is we go in and we all, 4 of us stay in a hotel, that type thing. If you want to do that, you can.
Did you say you're going to start sales of them 11/3?
Yes, goes on sale.
Rally will sell out in the first week.
So
Where do
do not.
we go to get tickets?
They
They'll
will send out an email sometime in the middle of the night, or sometime maybe they'll send it late Tuesday night. When's 11/3? Thursday. They may send it late Wednesday night. When you get that email, you need to sign up. Okay. Don't worry about how you're going to get there, how you going to pay for it, because if you don't get your ticket, you ain't going. Okay. And you can always get rid of your ticket. Okay. So, like I said, it's usually been around $19.99. It may be $24.95. They try to keep it affordable, to be honest.
If someone sees it post before others do, will you just kind of like send out a?
We will. We can send out a letter.
So everybody will know.
But do not wait, because the other one is like in Pennsylvania and New York somewhere. So anybody in Virginia and North Carolina, they're going to hop right on and get your tickets. Now, you want to get to these events. And the main reason you want to get to this Super Saturday is they are rolling out Rank Up Roadmap. And what that is they're going to be training. It'll be in your back office, probably where the Success on Demand is. I'm going to let Sammy talk to you about the Rank Up Roadmap, because I want to talk to you about Success on Demand. So go ahead, Sammy.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this. Like so excited about this. It's kind of ridiculous. So pretty much what is going to happen is, and I'm going to pull my little slides up here. So, hang on one second. All right. So, pretty much what Rank Up Roadmap is it's going to be this platform that's already showing in your tool section of the back office that they kind of briefly talked about at convention, and it is going to specifically tell you how to get to the next rank. So what's going to happen is, when a person signs up, they get an immediate email from Alec and Carl congratulating them, all this stuff. Then what happens is, hang on one second. They get the congratulatory email. Okay, they get a belief video, which is going to come from various diamonds. They're going to do videos depending on the rank. Talks about the company vision. What makes Plexus so different. And then just focuses on the diversity of Plexus ambassadors, all right? So then there's this Rank Up specific how-to video that's going to come in. All right, so how this works is when you become an ambassador, you're going to get information on how to go silver, and you cannot unlock the next rank until you achieve silver. So in that rank specific how-to video is the diamond video. They congratulate you. They tell you the requirements to get to the next rank. They talk about the roadmap structure. They, like I said, there's that internal marketing video in there that excites the ambassadors to set big goals, teaches them how to market things, talks about convention and leaders retreat, explains the Lexus program. Because one of the things that they said was, and this really hit home with me, was how many people join your team and don't know what Fast Start Gold is? They go over that, So what if you could get people to join your team and understand Fast Start Gold, to know that if they went gold in 30 days, the huge difference. And we met a girl on stage who had 35 people on her level ones go Fast Start Gold. That was insane. And she was a senior gold last year at Leaders Retreat, and she's what, like a emerald now?
Yes.
It was crazy. It was the craziest thing ever. So and then, broken down in this, how over your journey, and I can say this, that the time that I spent doing things as a silver ambassador was very different than how I spend doing things now. So it actually tells you, hey, as a silver, you should be spending 75% of your time doing this, 25% of your time doing this, and it breaks it down into those categories. Whereas now, as a silver, I would have been doing more IPA, and now I'm kind of equally spread out from what I could see on the board. So it's just really awesome, the emails and the access that you have. I mean, it breaks it down and shows you just exactly how to get there, and checks things off as you complete them. As you complete the little trainings or watch the videos, it shows that you did that. So they gave us the sneak peek at Leaders Retreat. There's a pilot launch that's being tested now, and then the introduction of Ambassador to Silver and Silver to Gold will be released at Super Saturday, and then from that point on, it's going to roll out in phases.
Yeah, and that they're going to train on that day, so that's why it's so important that you want to be there that day. And Sammy, I think that it allows the upline to know where the person is too, doesn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, so if you've got someone under you, it lets you know where they're at in the steps so that you know where to help them. But I mean, it is actually going to be a detailed roadmap. I mean, Sammy and I, in 3 years, we have put together so much and copied paper and sent stuff and done stuff over and over that this is going to take all of that out. And they're gathering the best of the videos from all the diamonds. We ain't got to go search for all that no more. They're going to put that right there. So this is going to be a phenomenal tool that is going to help those new people that come in and get them moving. So, guys, this is phenomenal training.
I mean, can you imagine getting an email within minutes of the time that you sign up that says, all right, welcome. We're so glad to have you. Here's how you achieve silver.
Right.
Hello.
Before they even get their product, before they get anything. So that is going to be phenomenal right there in itself. Let me see. And there's all kinds of things, but they'll go over that. Now, you already have access to Success on Demand. Who's been in Success on Demand? Anybody?
I went today.
Okay. So, did you know that it was an app? There's an app you can get on your phones? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So, if you go in on the computer, if you go in through your phone and you go into your website, you go to Success, it takes, and you can hit whichever, whether you have an iPhone or an Android, and it takes you where you can download it. And so now I have this, and now I can get in. You can't see it, but in it, when you come up, it has popular, like what's popular everybody's listening to. Then it's got
Where did you go? Where did you go to get it?
Yep. You got to go.
I think it's under tool.
Yeah, you got to go. Now, here's what you got to do. You got to go into your back office, sign in, go to Success on Demand, hit the button that takes you to where you need to go, and you're going to have to. Katie's raising her hand.
It's under training. I think that's what she needed.
Oh yeah, it's under training. And under the into your back office, training tab, down to Success on Demand. Then you're going to have to click on that. And then you're going to have to go in and sign in again with your user ID and password. And then there should be a little thing that says you can download an app, whether you got Android or iPhone. And you just put your password in there. If not, Tracy, we can go over this later. What I can do like Sammy does, I can go through the steps and do a little video and do it. But get that on your phones, guys. This is free to every ambassador. Let me explain the value, okay? Because I'm probably the only one that's put a lot of money into personal growth. I can't. All right. somewhere down there, what's the little 3 dots on the right? You may have to like sign in. See where the dots are to the right, top, the little 3 lines? Click those. Let me explain John Maxwell. John Maxwell training to be a certified is around $5,000 for the very first thing. Okay. Then it's $1,000 a year if you want to be in mentorship. Okay. Not to mention how much books are that you want to read. How many has downloaded audio books or books in your Kindle?
Me.
Me. You can spend anywhere from what? $4 to $25.
Yep.
Right? Now, if you don't have extra money for certain things, you're not going to spend the extra money for books, right?
Right.
Right? Okay. So you're not going to be able to utilize the personal growth. And now with Success on Demand, it is free. You can get audio, you can listen to audios, you can watch videos, you can read the Success magazine. There'll be excerpts or summaries on books. If you look up Barefoot Executive, they've got a summary on what her book's about and whether or not you want to read it. They have, in each month, like this month is happiness. So you go in and they've got all these happiness things. Or you can go in and just look. If you're looking on goal setting or team building or whatever it is, communication, you can click on that tab, and on that tab there'll be videos, articles, and all kinds of stuff. And some of them are 3 to 6 minutes. Some of them might be 15 minutes. They're not real long. This information is free, okay? And it is invaluable. If you had to pay for that, it would be just phenomenal. I gave you figures from John Maxwell. So you could spend thousands of dollars in personal growth. How many of you watch GoPro stuff? Eric Worries, right? He gives that to us for free. But then he turns around and he sells some of those programs, anywhere from $99 to $5.99 on those programs. So that's personal growth that you're getting for free. Now, let me explain about personal growth because I'm a big personal growth fan. I watched Sarah Marble. Some of y'all may have saw Sarah Marble had posted that event a few weeks ago. It's like $67 for the day. I watched every one of those people, and I've been watching different videos. And do you know what the number one thing that's made them successful in their business? Want to take a guess?
Personal development.
Yeah, personal development and personal growth, because it makes you have a belief in yourself. It makes you have a belief in network marketing, and it makes you have a belief in your company. Okay. And it doesn't matter which company, whether it's Plexus or It Works or Rodan and Fields, it just gives you that confidence in this business. So let me ask, and I want to answer from everybody. When somebody asks you, what do you do? What do you tell them? Newbies. Amy, Kelly, Carolyn.
I'm a Plexus ambassador.
Okay. Kelly, what do you tell them? Kelly there? Carolyn, what do you tell them?
I haven't had anybody ask me what I do.
Okay. All right, Kelly said Plexus ambassador and user of the products. All right, Bunny, what do you say?
I don't say what you want to hear.
What do you say?
I say I own my own business.
Okay.
But I have to say that since you said that a couple of trainings ago, I tell them I run 2 successful businesses.
Yep. Angie, what do you say?
I tell them I work from home, sharing health and wellness products.
Okay. It's Tracy.
I'm a stay-at-home mom, sharing health and wellness products also.
Okay. All right. But let me ask you something. If you weren't a stay-at-home mom, okay, and you had a job, all right. So like Sammy says, I'll tell him a hope dealer. Yeah, now you do. But Sammy, let me use Sammy for an example. I will use her. All right. So the other day I called her, and of course, if you've called her and got her voice message, up until about a week and a half ago, it said, "Hi, you reached Samantha Johnson." What did it say? Something about your old job. Go ahead.
It said program cultural arts program manager for Campbell County Recreation, and independent ambassador for Plexus Worldwide.
I finally got hold of her and I said, when are you going to change your voicemail? Because you got Plexus people calling you, customers calling you, and they think that you're a program coordinator for Campbell County Health. So what did she do? She said first what? She was a program coordinator in Campbell County, right? She's been gone from Campbell County a year now. So, or over a year, isn't it? So,
Yeah, a little bit.
So she still had that on there. So if you worked a job like she had, that's what she said, I am. But guess what? You all are a network marketer, and you need to have that belief in the network marketing business. You may not have anybody asking you what you're doing. You may not have had anybody go, what are you doing nowadays? But guess what? You've got to build your belief in yourself, in your company, and in network marketing. And so that's what personal growth does. It builds your belief, and it gives you that ability to go out there and say, hey, I'm a network marketer. And then they go, well, what do you do? Right? Somebody asked, I think somebody was talking and they said, I'm a network marketer. And they said, what's that? You work with computers? They didn't even know what a network marketer was. Okay. So, then you say, oh, no, I don't work with computers. I'm a hope dealer. And then what are they going to say? What's a hope dealer, right? So it's just changing your perception, changing your wording. And guess what? I didn't do this 3 years ago, okay? So I'm not saying that, it just takes us time, and it's personal growth that helps us do that. So please check out Success on Demand. That is going to be phenomenal for y'all. And guys, it's free. I can't explain that anymore. It's free. All right, Sammy, what else are we missing? Oh.
The only other thing that I really saw was, I had notes about the angel tree in December, but
go ahead and tell them that.
Well, they're getting really big in giving. Plexus has always been a really big giving company. Alec Clark always says, if you're blessed, be a blessing. And that's exactly what the company is now doing. So not only are they, revamping their graphics and the way that they're advertising and things like that, and you guys are probably noticing that. Some of you've been here longer. You'll notice the different Facebook advertisements and, the different little incentives that they're doing or whatever you want to call it, the advertisement. But they are also now in December going to designate a day to where a portion of all the purchases go to an angel tree, and they've got this huge angel tree going up, and we're going to pretty much be funding people's Christmas. So that's pretty awesome.
And here's the last thing I want to share. I see it's getting close to 10, is that Tarl got up and did a speech of, he's the one who says, where are we going? And they are branding our company to become a legacy company that is, hold on, the picture I took was, their goal was to bring our brand to life as a legacy company, as the healthiest and happiest company there is. Isn't that what it said?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can be assured that Plexus is looking to be a legacy company. Now, what does a legacy company mean to y'all?
One that'll be remembered for a long, long time.
Yeah. And so you can be rest assured that they are planning on Plexus being around here a long time. So if you ever get the thing, well, there's so many Plexus ambassadors. There are not enough Plexus ambassadors because we are only scratching the surface. You are really down on that ground floor opportunity, and it is growing. Yes, I hope it is. Yes, I can't either. So be assured, here's where your growth comes. Be assured that Plexus is going to be a legacy company. And their goal is to make sure that everybody in the United States knows that Plexus is known for health and happiness. That's kind of amazing, isn't it? Any questions?
Yeah.
Any questions on anything we said? Ernie,
Hey, I did.
incentive. Who's going to earn that incentive?
Me.
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 Yeah, that was the other thing. Not just the planner, but they said, one thing is they always tell us is that, 90-day game plan. Eric Gorey, all of the network marketing people, they talk about the 90-day game plan. Well, guys, guess what? What you do right now between now and January is going to make or break your business for January. It is important to continue what we're doing right now. And so they have decided that every month they are going to start giving out incentives for ambassadors. So that October special that they did was just the beginning.
Yes.
They did the November planner, and I am really excited to see what's going to happen in December to really just ramp up our business. So that's really exciting.
Yes, well, you know what? It's just going to be massive growth. And it's to get massive growth in your team, I'm going to tell you again, it's personal growth. And if you don't work on you, no one is going to follow you. Okay? So you got to work on you. And I'm talking about me. I got to work on me. I'm working on different parts of me, even after 3 years. I think I told Angie today, I've learned so much from her. She inspires so many. And I told her today, I said, we're all different personalities. I'm a major red personality, okay? And so I've got to learn not to be so red with blues or yellows, And so it takes some growth to learn that. And so that's real important. Guys, I hope y'all got some value and some information from Leaders Retreat. Katie said, aha moment, keep going, don't ever want to give up. Tell me one quick thing, just before we close, one quick thing that you really thought was important tonight.
Mine was how easy it is.
How easy. Angie?
I'm just stoked about all the new tools for new ambassadors coming on. Yes. I'm jealous that they didn't have it when I started. Not that Sammy's been amazing. I mean, I've done great. I mean, Sammy's been a great leader, but to have it right at your fingertips from the moment you sign up, I think is just going to be a game changer for a lot of people.
It is. It really is. Kelly, DNA, everything available, the incentives and encouragement. It is, Kelly. That DNA kind of makes you rethink, doesn't it? Carolyn, what did you take away from tonight?
Just keep on keeping on.
Yes, darling, keep on keeping on. 3 years later, I'm still keep on keeping on. Tracy.
The DNA and all the tools that they're coming out with.
Yes. Let me ask you, what's your IQ? What's your IQ level? Anybody?
I have no idea.
Don't? Well, let me make it easy. What's your I quit level? Think about this. This is what I want you to think about this week so that we can cover this next week. One of the speakers said, what is your IQ level? Your I quit. You got to have that destination in place that will help you get when those low days come, and they will come. Okay? The low days will come. But you got to have that destination, that why you're doing it, the destination in place so that when those I quit days come, you can look at your destination just like Angie did. I didn't get it, but guess what? I'm just changing the date. I didn't quit. So, what is your I quit? Your I quit. I have no I quit. I'm not quitting. You see, I don't have an I quit level. but you have to find yours. What's your destination? So think about that this week, and we'll touch base on that next week. Thanks, Sammy. Anything in closing?
I love y'all, and I'm really excited.
I know it's going to be a fantastic 2017. I just can feel it. And we keep saying that, but it's God showing us just each day of how He is making us into what He wants us to be, and I am so thankful for that. So,
well, there's those times, everybody probably has these at some point in their life, but there has been. The longer I've been with Plexus, the more and more I felt this way. But I have never, there will come a time in your life where you just know that this is what you're destined to do. And either you're going to know that this is what you're supposed to do or you're not. And I can honestly say that that's one of the things that has kept me here the longest, because any other thing that if it had taken me 3 years to get to a leaders retreat in any other company, I swear I'd been done a long time ago. But, I feel like this is where I'm destined to be, and I feel like this is where God has me here for a reason. And so in times of frustration, I just look to Him and ask Him, what is it, God, that you want me to see that I'm missing? What am I missing? And, I just kind of leave that to Him.
Y'all have a blessed week. Thanks for your time, and we will see you next Monday at 9 o'clock. Y'all have a great week, and we'll see y'all.
Bye.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.